Alright, I think I might have figured out what was going on with OBS. I did a bunch of searching on the internet. I was changing my keyframe rate, but nothing was showing up. And I scrolled through here and I found out that it said lowering your bitrate and resolution can sometimes help alleviate issues related to dropped frames and keyframe problems. And the problem I've been having is I've been changing the keyframe rate, but nothing changes anything. And now all of a sudden, I've got perfect health on my stream, even though nobody's watching it. But so let's pull up OBS and I'll show you what I changed. I went in here to streaming on my vertical settings. I'm not streaming horizontal, so I unchecked using the main OBS settings. This damn thing has rechanged these. Okay. I set my keyframe interval to 2 seconds. 0 was auto. It was reporting mine was about 8. I changed this one here. You can't really get it to change by hitting the arrows. Oh. Interesting. This bitrate just goes up. It won't go lower than 50, but I typed in 30. And I went like that, 30. Let me see. And I clicked OK. And that didn't change it to 30, but why would that suddenly make it start to work correctly? I didn't change anything else. Presets. This is a weird one. They say this is like, I don't know if these are encoders or what, but very likely too slow. 6. Probably too slow. 7. Seems okay. 8. Might be better. 9. A little bit faster, question mark. 10. Not bad speed. 11. Whoa, although quality might not be so great. 12. And I've played with these before too, and I think I didn't change this, but it's on 9, and I think before it was on OK, it was on 8. I've just been kind of continuously having problems with getting this thing to work in such a way that I don't get either the buffering or the keyframe warning. So I thought I had changed this, and apparently I didn't. This one definitely changed. I feel like this one was different. I have not done anything else in any of these settings here. Here's another bit rate. What's the difference? This is 50 kilobits per second. This is 6,000 kilobits per second. And that's under the streaming tab. There's a guide here, interesting. I feel like this is something else. How could you be 6,000 kilobits per second and then be 50 down here? Or is this the bit rate of the encoder? So here's our video encoder, SVT-AV1. And we can change it to these other ones, which I don't know what the hell they are. But It appears to be working really well right now. When it was using the main settings, it was not working correctly. So I would really like to know what the hell this is. Okay, let's close that out. In the main settings over here, I was looking at some stuff here on the output. See the bit rate? There's the audio bit rate. It's also using a different software encoder. Hey, look, I just got the error now. This is using a different encoder. And see, it says here, very fast, default. So it seems like it works fine for a while, and then it doesn't. We cannot go, it won't allow advanced mode either. So I'm going to come over here and we'll see what it shows. Okay. It says, it continuously says that I'm using a frequency, the keyframe frequency is 8.3 seconds. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. It always says 8.3. It's never anything else. It's always 8.3. So, I think that this other one here might be more useful. It won't let us change it. See that? And we have this add and remove thing. What does this do? Add what? Add another server and a stream key. Okay. Right. This doesn't seem to have anything to do with anything. This is just if you want to add another one. So let's try changing. What's this rate control? Interesting. Let's try changing it to X274. 264. Click OK. Come in here. Why does my freaking computer think it's 9:39 p.m.? That is really weird. I've never seen something so stupid. Like Windows. Like it does all these other dumbass updates. And you can't keep the clock correct? It's like amazing. Alright. So it does not like that setting. It didn't do any good. Let's try that one. Alright, still says 8.3. Won't let us change that thing at all. Okay, we'll put it back on the one that we had. I don't know what this thing is, a rate control. Let's try this other one. 10. Okay, no matter what I do, it says 8.3. Now watch, I can do like, I can come in here and I can say, well, let's go ahead and change it to 4. But it's like, you can change it, but it doesn't change. It's still reporting, no matter what, that 8.3 seconds. I'm not really sure what's causing it to not change. It's like I have like, it's like physically impossible for it to change. And I thought when I did this, I went like this, 30. I'm like, I click that, and I'm like, I didn't realize it didn't change. So now if we use the main OBS settings, we can't change any of that stuff. And then we have to come over here. We go to output. We can change our bit rate here though. Let's go 1800. Apply. Now, I was streaming the other day with Linux. I didn't have no problem. And I thought it was something to do with whatever. 8.3 still. Okay. What other settings are we doing? So there's the encoder. Now there's no keyframe rate here, by the way, guys. And it won't let me go into advanced mode. I don't know if it's because we just have to be not recording or something. So what I'm going to do is probably lower the bit rate. Let's try 800. I don't know how that's going to fly, but we see down here, well, we got 30 frames per second, and the CPU usage is 15%. Still not changing. 8.3 seconds is what it says. Now, I mean, it is streaming, but I don't want the error because I know that means we're buffering. It gives me no other option for that. Let's see, with a lower quality maybe. Oh, it looked like it really took a long time that time. Okay, so we have, you can't change the keyframe rate in this one. Low quality. Maybe the quality I'm trying to stream is just too high. Hey, look, it says excellent quality now. There's no guarantee that that actually changed it, because this thing is random about what it does. But from what I understand, though, okay, so we're using the video bit rate of 800. The audio bit rate is whatever. The encoder I can't change. The encoder preset is fast, ultra fast, but low CPU usage and lowest quality. So that's all I could think of. Maximum video bit rate is 5100. That's just the that's YouTube's limitation of what you can do. Under the advanced tab, you can do extreme delay if you want. Under general, so that's all the settings that you have that we can change. Although since we are doing a vertical stream, that could be a contributing factor. But anyway, you go in the general tab of the vertical, you see we have the 1080 by 1920, which makes it vertical. Audio bit rate set to whatever. Virtual camera is set to vertical. Backtrack, I don't know what backtrack. This automatically is on by default. Backtrack quality is set in the recording setting. There's a view guide thing here. That's all you can set in the general tab. Your streaming tab, you're gonna hook your server, your stream key, and I guess you name the output. And this would be if we wanted to add another one. Then we have the advanced tab, which we can't change anything. And look, it's changed itself to 3 seconds. Is interesting. I didn't change it to 3. But they're grayed out anyway, so it's using main OBS settings. And then these would be the recording settings. Help settings. So let me check one other thing. Okay, so under the general, the output, source alignment, vectors, previews, import studio mode. Okay, stream. Output. We'll see if when I close it down, if I can go to like advanced instead of simple. I've seen some tutorials that tell you to click that, but it doesn't work on mine. Alright, that's all I can think of, guys. It seems like it's working. So what do we think we changed? Let's go over that again. On the output tab, we think that the lowest quality setting of ultra fast, low CPU usage in the encoder preset did it. Let's try and do one more thing while we're in here. Let's bring this back up to like something else a little higher. You just see what happens if it frickin' screws up. So I doubled that bit rate. Okay. So I really don't think the bitrate change had anything to do with anything, because when we changed it, it didn't do anything anyway. When we changed the other one, it did. So I think that it's the quality setting, which you're asking for lower quality but without an error. So that's going to be the encoder preset, which is this top one, ultra fast, and in parentheses. So it's kind of misleading because you're like, well, ultra fast, that must be better than fast, or super fast, or very fast. Fast is a slower encoder with higher quality. Ultra fast is a faster encoder with lower quality, and apparently that works with the computer and the streaming service. As I'm going to guess, if we go back to this one and we click apply, we might have a problem. If we don't, then it's possibly something to do with the internet. I'm really thinking it's something to do with the internet personally, because you see that didn't make any difference. Now, it could take a minute for it to actually register and do anything differently, but I've refreshed it and it still says it's excellent. So it's just predictable. We probably didn't change anything that made any difference. It just changed on its own. And I should probably be able to go into the vertical settings and I'll see that the keyframe is probably changed on its own. Yeah, it still says 3. But this answers no questions, guys. What is the cause of the healthy stream versus the bad stream? The settings in OBS don't seem to be the reason. It seems to be something else. I don't have a whole lot of things running, and this is an i7 6700K. There's 32 gigabytes of RAM. I am using older video cards. They're HD 5450s. They're 1 gig each, and they're from 2010. The rest of this is from about 2014. So it's old hardware, but it should still work just fine. So I don't know what's going on with this thing, but for now, it seems to be happy.